CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Navage. I'm Peter King in Orlando. A year after the Russian invasion, Ukraine says it's still standing. More weapons are coming from the west. Kyiv, correspondent Charlie D'Agata says another pushback against Russia is also coming. Ukraine's president says his military needs more help.
As they enter the next phase, they are running out of ammunition for that artillery because it has become an artillery war. The tanks are going to be vitally important. Not necessarily now, but in March, April. President Zelensky said it again today. He continues to say it. Speed. They need these weapons here as quickly as possible.
I'm Stacey Lynn at the White House. President Biden and the G7 leaders met virtually today with Ukrainian President Zelensky. In a statement, they reiterated that Russia's irresponsible nuclear rhetoric is unacceptable. As the war in Ukraine reaches its second year, the U.S. also announced new sanctions on Russian companies and people. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby.
We imposed sanctions on more than 200 individuals and entities, including both Russian and third country actors across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East.
And within the past hour, the European Union announced its own sanctions on Russia. President Biden has yet to announce that he'll run for re-election, but First Lady Jill Biden has left little doubt that it's going to happen. She tells the Associated Press her husband says he's not quite done with the job yet.
So is all that's left at this point is just to figure out a time and place for the announcement?
Accused killer Alec Murdaugh has been on the stand for a second day and admits that he lied to police when he said he wasn't with his wife and son minutes before they were killed. Murdaugh says he didn't kill them.
When you're doing the things wrong that I was doing, you have all kind of ways of justifying it. And I'm not saying that makes it right by any means, because it's not. It's wrong. I've said that 100 times.
Prosecutors say Murdaugh made a series of phone calls in an attempt to manufacture an alibi just before his wife and son were murdered. Well, a classic 70s song goes, "It never rains in Southern California. Man, it pours." Today, that line would be more like, "Man, it snows."
These are words they usually don't go together. Los Angeles and snow. But for the first time since 1989, there are blizzard warnings here. Some areas in Southern California have already seen some snow. This young woman built her first snowman.
We used a few sticks and rocks, just things around for the eyes and the buttons and the mouth.
With wind and rain and low temperatures, some below freezing in the forecast, some places that haven't experienced snow in more than 30 years could see it this weekend. Steve Futterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The Dow lost 337. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.